stick and we take walks every day. Past the hooligans down by the ocean. When they laugh at my stick, then they learn how my stick is much denser than bacon. Caught a little piggy and I let the little piggy run amok. Blowing on sleep, little piggy kept waking me up. People often fight about which birds are the best birds, but everybody can agree that seagulls are the worst. I kiss my stick, you can't pick up my stick.
Do not wear that outfit again. But if you wanna keep it clean, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that when the Houston's debut have phone number one singles on? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late.
I love it, man. Shit. It's like a little boy. I giggle every time I see titties. It's weird.
The following program is rated TV-17, containing bad language.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Sexual situations.
Like you're gonna take your pants off instead?
Nudity.
Sure.
And graphic depictions of nut-crunching dick kicks.
Oh, I just had to kick you in the diddly again.
Parental discretion is advised. All right, I gotta just bring us on here. I still gotta figure out a better way of doing that since that video is so damn big. I can't upload it to StreamYard. It sucks. It sucks. But welcome everybody to the Grift, episode 5. Got a couple things to talk about tonight, including Marvel's new EIC, a preference versus accuracy that Kayla is going to rant on. It's going to be interesting. A new Elm Street and a bunch of stuff that we're going to try to get to. Who knows if we're going to get to it or not. So much stuff to get to. It's going to be amazing. I am sweating my ass off. Now, here's the thing. I just want to say this real quick. There's a reason why we're not on screen tonight. Well, for two of us. My air conditioning still does not work in this house, and I thought I was going to get the part I needed to fix it today. Well, it didn't come. I got pushed back another day, so it's ungodly hot. I'm sitting here basically naked. I'm not going to lie. Completely, just basically in my boxers. I was like, I can't stream like this. Nobody wants to see it. So we're going off screen just for this show. But just for this show, imagine that we are all here naked with you. You're all naked in the chat. We're all naked together, and let's be very intimate and get this orgy going. What do you say? These nuts, Jersey's finest.
My pants are off. I'm laying in my bed. It's great. I'm blowing on my balls as we're talking.
Wow.
What the fuck?
This is a fun experience. I'm loving this way we stream now.
Kayla, what are you doing with your naked time right now?
I looked great earlier. I just wanted to compliment myself, and now I'm in pajamas. So.
No, you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry. I guess I'm sitting at my computer naked.
Sean, where did we go wrong? We set these things up so perfectly. Sean and I are on the same. Like, I can just set something up, and Sean's like, okay, I get where you're going. We're going to play right off it. We throw it to Kayla, and she's just like, takes the bit and throws it right in the trash.
I mean,
right.
I think that's just our dynamic. I forget.
Oh, God.
We could have just got a whole bunch of new viewers if you just played along with our bit. I'm just saying.
Feel like
But I'm
I'm
just
flicking
saying,
my
like-
skittle.
Yeah.
Do you think I need another weird message about
Yeah.
like
Yes.
the person sending me the message?
Yes.
Guys, I got a message
Yes,
once
you do.
where someone asked me if they could send me money for me to walk in high heels. And the pictures of my legs. But I think I showed Sean the message.
Nice. Yeah, get that money, you know?
Well, I was going to do the video as long as we got that money.
Wait, Sean was going to
I
film
was saying,
the video in the
I
high
said, Sean, you should record your feet and send it to this dude. But I actually dropped links to one of the campaigns I was working on in the time, and they're like, what is this?
Interesting. All right, well, since this bit is all messed up and now there's a little bit of a look inside Kayla's weird fetish fans out there, I guess we'll find out what's going on with that. Welcome everybody to the Grift. Now we are back to streaming on the vertical and the horizontal. We took a couple weeks off because I wanted to see how that played with the views, and oddly enough, when we have both streams going on YouTube, we get more views, and that's just the way it is. So we're going back to that format, so you might see some names that are in on the screen that you don't see in your chat. That's fine. If you don't like the vertical, you can jump off and go to the old horizontal stream as well. They're all available on YouTube. Let's say hi to the chat real quick as we got people filing in here. And do us a favor, guys. Share this out. Let people know that we're live. If you are in the YouTube chat, make sure you are hitting the like for us. Subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a member. Members get exclusive behind the looks at Reaper Destroyer, maybe everything else that we're possibly doing at Superior Press. I just posted something for the members today to check out. So if you're a member and you haven't checked it out, please go to the post or the community and get on that. So all right, here we go. Mark Penguin reclaiming his spot. I feel like we called Mark out last couple weeks. You know?
Yep.
Sean and I have been like, where has Mark Penguin been? He's been perennial. The guy is always in here. And he like let off for like almost a month. And we're like, what's up with him? We called him out. We made him feel bad about himself. And now here he is dropping in, saying, sad to see Akira Yoshida, a proud Asian man, lose his EIC job to you're talking about CC Sawalski.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mark, you are number one in the chat, number one in our hearts, my friend. That makes you.
You're number one.
Yes, indeed, you are.
So, Mr. Penguin, a penguin is a bird that cannot fly. I am a man. I have a name.
And his name is Mark Penguin. Welcome to the show. We also have Bretsky the Great in here, says salute to the chat. Salute Heavy Metal Ronin, Samurai Sean, and Queen Kayla. I like that.
How you
That's
doing?
good stuff. That's good stuff. Twisted Dreams in the house. Hope you're doing well. Asking.
the extraction theory papers? Am I the only one who did the reading?
Always and always. Yes, you are. How's the cat doing? Shaved with no more ovaries. Is she making a great prop for Dr. Evil? She still has her fur. But yeah. I do have to say, like, this Halloween, I think we got to do, Sean's got to do a Dr. Evil. I think that's got to be what it is. I'm not going to shave the cat. My wife wouldn't let me. But we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure that out. K.O. Joe's in the house, says, greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. Go ahead, Sean.
No, I was gonna say she's a badass cat. Like, you know, she doesn't need to be shaven. She'll be good. She'll be good for Halloween, and we'll get pictures.
And she can handle being kicked across the room too, like a champ. Like a champ. Member of the channel, Cosmic Studios, is in the house. Great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Afternoon. Stinks like sex in here.
First members also get this.
What are you doing up? Oh my God! I'm sorry. I can't stop coming. I'm sorry. Oh, it feels so good.
You know it feels so good to have the members in the chat tonight. We also have Jeremy Burt's in the house. Is Yo or Hail Joe? That's a Joe. Okay, all right. Spelled wrong, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Good to see you.
No, well, you know no, it's not Jimmy. Never mind.
We also have Kayla here. Look at that. Yeah, telling everybody to like and share and tweet out this stream to everybody. Please do that. FW31313 says, there's no one here. And that's true. You're watching over on the vertical. Jump into the horizontal and be a part of our show. Or not. Do whatever makes you feel horny. That's one of these. That's what we're doing tonight. Everybody's naked. You're naked. We're naked. You know, get horny with it. Member of the channel, Sheldon Martin, is in the house. Says, howdy, folks. Howdy, my friend.
Begging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Yes, it is. You know it. Beanpad's here as well. Our guy saying hi. Hi to you.
See you.
We have the man of the hour, I guess, of every hour on this show, member of the channel, Mr. Rick Saylor.
The common thread in all of my failed schemes is human stupidity. People are just too stupid to accept me as their leader.
It's the truth. Every time we do it, it's the absolute truth. We got Rachel Brinkley in the house. How's it going, Rachel? Hope you're doing well.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We got Mike Wilson in the house as well. It says weird. Well, thank you. Hopefully it's good. Magnificent One is here. It says, hello, everyone. I see we are camera shy tonight. That's because we're naked.
Dude.
You missed the beginning of the show. Here's what's happening. It is very ungodly hot in this house. The air conditioning broke. I came down here to stream. I was like, I can't do it. I'm sweating my ass off here. I can't sit here on camera and just be comfortable. So I took off all my clothes. I'm basically just in my boxers. I'm like, nobody wants to see that. So we're just going off camera tonight. So hope that's okay. We'll be back on camera next week or on Sunday's show. Oz is in the house. Says, my ex wouldn't let me give my ragdoll a dragon. Wait.
Oh, ragdoll cat.
Oh. Okay, I got you. A haircut would have looked amazing. What's up, folks? What's up with you, man? Hope you're doing well.
Dragon haircut, and then there's a lion haircut that they give the cats.
Oh.
Pretty comical. We used to have to give one of my cats a lion haircut.
That's weird. I'm not gonna lie. No, we'll get into it. All right, let's jump into one of the main things I want to talk about that you guys presented. And here's the thing about the Grift is fun. We get to sit here and everybody brings something that they want to get into and talk about. They'll throw it into our group chat and we'll bring it up on the show. So we're gonna start with this. I think this is one of the bigger things. Marvel's got a new EIC. Wait, that's not. Wait, is that the wrong? I brought the wrong article.
Yes, no, that is the right one. That is one because they are moving from New York and heading to LA.
I was going to bring that up too. Yeah, it's part of the entire conversation, but here we go.
That is my only thing that makes me nervous about this situation, to be honest.
Oh, I got lots of things to be nervous about this, but let's talk about it. We've been speculating for a while now that Marvel is going to be bringing in a new EIC and then kicking CB Cebulski to the curb. Which I guess he still has a place within the company, so he's not exactly being fired. But there's somebody else jumping in here. And, how are we feeling about this? Because I personally, in my fantasy world, was hoping it would have been something like, Rob Liefeld or somebody to come in and really shake things up. And I don't know what we're going to get with this guy.
Okay.
But the new guy's name is Steven Wacker, is that his name?
Wacker.
Steven Wacker. Well, I
Whack.
guess
He
he's done a bunch
definitely
of
whacks.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
He did a bunch of stuff at DC. Someone was filling me in earlier with things. I need to find where I wrote down my information because I'm not familiar with the name. I mean, how I look about it is I was waiting for this to happen. I haven't been too happy with the decisions that CB Cebulski has made.
Who has?
As editor,
You know?
just because of the amount of stories that have been affected and just some of the things that have been allowed to go on as far as stories are concerned. So what I heard was that Wacker was the editor on pretty much one of the New 52 things, 52 week one, the New 52 projects, which someone put How on Earth was this not the biggest comic disaster ever. They are the vice president of Marvel Animation. And the last that they heard that they were the editor-in-chief of 3 Worlds / 3 Moons, and they were praising his editorial skills. So a lot of people were it's like it's very iffy, right? I mean, how I look at it is that CB Cebulski need to get out. Steven Wacker, I don't know much about you. I need to look more into the work that you've done and read through some of it. And pretty much, it's time for you to channel your inner Jim Shooter. You need to channel your inner Jim Shooter and clean house. You need to fucking clean house because there is a lot of people that should not be there. Friends of friends that are writing books because they know somebody. Just
Let me put
stories. Like, I'm sorry, people need to be told if something sucks. They need to be told.
I agree. Let me put a pause on that for just a second. K.O. Joe, EIC is editor-in-chief. So CC Cebulski has been the editor-in-chief of Marvel for, man, it's been like 15 years? What was it been, 10 years? Longer?
Probably.
Longer.
Has it?
I mean, originally, I think everyone thought it was going to be Roy Thomas that stepped into the place because a lot of people forget that Stan Lee was an editor. A lot of people...
I never forget.
Well, a lot of people do. They actually think that he owned Marvel. So you would be surprised by the amount of people that actually say that.
Rachel says, hold on a second, Kayla. Joe, are you and Sean, do they have respirators for all the Canadian smoke? No, we don't, but it has been pretty brutal. I'll have to say, like, I've not been happy about it. And that's one of the reasons why it's so hot in this house, because I can't open up the windows to bring in cooler air, which is probably about 5 degrees cooler outside right now. But my daughter has respiratory issues, so I don't want to pull that stuff into the house. So we're just sitting in here with fans the best we can, melting to death. So it's, yeah, it is what it is. Schwack 'em. Let's go. Do you have a Sam's Club by you? If you do, go rent an air conditioner unit for a week. I've got a part coming. I'll fix the air conditioner tomorrow. It's supposed to be here today. It would have been fixed and up and running, but it got delayed. If not, I do have a window unit I can throw in. I'm not too happy about it, but I could do it in an emergency. If it doesn't come by tomorrow, I'll definitely do that. Marvel moving to California. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second as well. Fugman's in the house, says Ronan is the only cool guy up.
No,
yeah.
how to tell.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you realize what I do to
with all
people?
that
I do know. Rest in peace, Jim Shooter. See, Marvel pushing into manga. No stay the. Wait, Kayla, just hold on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta catch up with the chat before we go on to long diatribes again. Aleister Crowley's in the house. Mr. Crowley. Good to see you, man. Bro, tie some frozen water bottles behind a fan. It's the poor man's AC. I might have to try that. All right, Kayla. Now you got 30 seconds to get your point across. Go.
Well, Marvel has already been trying to have manga-like things happen for a while. So that's not anything new. I mean, CB Cebulski is being moved to Japan, which I disagree with. Maybe
I was hoping he was going to be done.
Akira Yoshida, what he was writing under. In Japan, really, they should be, if they want to grow a Marvel manga division, the smartest thing to do is pretty much to go in Japan and hire a reputable person that works within the manga industry that knows how it's run. I'm sorry, because I just don't think, he should be doing that. I don't care. So it should be Find somebody in Japan and let them head the manga Marvel division or Japanese division that they're trying to do.
Yeah, I just feel like they can't ever just cut ties with somebody. They just got to push him to somewhere else. But he got in all that trouble for posing as a Japanese name or whatever. And now he's just going to kind of go right back. I don't know. It's just, I would like to have seen him gone. I've not been a fan of him since he was EIC for Marvel for so many years. But Sean, this is probably not the news that we were hoping for, even though it is a change.
Yeah.
What are you feeling about this? Do you know this new guy at all? And who would you have wanted in place instead of this whacker guy?
I'm somewhat familiar with him. If he's in charge of Marvel Animation, most of that stuff ain't that bad. Like X-Men '97, that's a hit.
Yeah, that's true.
That's giving me what I want out of the Marvel universe. So if they go somewhat of the route of what the fans want, that's cool. I would have, like everybody else, I would like to see Rob get in charge of Marvel. Dump out all the duds, get some new talent in there, and kind of make Marvel exciting again. But I have faith in this Steve Wacker guy.
Okay. I didn't know the dude at all. I'd never heard of the guy until now, and that's just me because I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. And I'm hopeful, get some new people in there. I agree with Kayla. Let's go in there. Let's clean house. Let's just get rid of, keep good talented people like Netho Diaz and like good artists. Keep them in the fold, but get rid of the editors. Clear the editor room out. And I said this before, and if you guys have watched this show for a while, I've said like if I was doing it, I would go back to the legacy story arcs. I'd go back to the legacy titles. I would cut all of the stuff that's going on with all the constant reboots. I'd end it, and I would go pick back up where these titles left off, and I would start telling stories again so we could have the legacy issue numbers and not worry about these constant number ones that are keep coming and keep coming and keep coming for series that are absolute trash.
Well, just to clarify something, so Marvel did go back to legacy numbers for the main titles. They did. So there are some main titles, and they do have the legacy numbers now.
Which ones? Oh, them. Well, because the last time they just did a reboot of X-Men, that's not in the legacy.
They rebooted certain things, for sure, but there's definitely titles that have legacy numbers attached to them.
I know the Amazing Spider-Man's doing the 1000 and everything, but what I'm saying is I would go back and I would discount the last 20 years or so of certain storylines, and I'd just erase that shit and almost do like what like some of these legacy movies do when they do a sequel to a movie that's 30-40 years old, like Halloween 2018, direct sequel to the 1978 movie. I would do something like that and just hook back up to where the last time that these movies were, or these books were actually very exciting, and go forward. That's what I'd wipe it all out. Fogman says, honest, I like Joe. I like you too, man.
To be honest, Chris Claremont still wants to write X-Men books.
Oh God.
So, but what I'm saying is, if you want to pick up an X-Men legacy thing, no, there's no booing this. Come on, guys. So if you want to pick up with an X-Men legacy, he's still alive.
You are one pathetic loser.
I'm just kidding.
I fucking hate you guys so much sometimes. I really do.
We love you.
But I have a valid point here. Everyone
knows
that X-Men, pretty much, Chris Claremont is always associated with the X-Men. He had the longest run on X-Men, and what we come to think and associate these characters with are his run on X-Men. Okay? So he still would like to write X-Men, at least from the last Comic-Con that I spoke to him about. He would love to go back, but there was some issues going on, things I probably shouldn't say, but
don't say it. No, actually say it. Spill the beans. Breaking news. Let's go.
Well, no. I don't want to say too much, but I went and I voiced my complaints to CB Cebulski at Terrificon. I did, about him not having a main X-Men title. So I think let him pick up where he left off instead of letting him do these little fill-in-the-blank side stories, and let him write X-Men. Give him a fucking hot artist. Give him a Netho Diaz. Give him, give him a hot artist with the books and let him write it. Let him finish out his X-Men storyline. Now, John Byrne released his X-Men book, and it was a great X-Men book. It was great, but but it needed Claremont's writing.
I knew it, Sean.
It needed Claremont's writing. It did. It needed Claremont's writing.
I need to go back to the boo. You know, here's the thing. I give Claremont all of his props, all the respect in the world. Fantastic writer, helped define X-Men for generations, character development, direction, helmed some of the best storylines, all that kind of stuff. There, I gave all these props, so you can't get upset about what I'm going to say next. I don't want to get bogged down by all the fucking script that you have to read that Chris Claremont is going to jam into an issue. It's the exact same thing that happened when Brett Booth did a run. I was like, what, 5-6 years ago when he did a 2-issue run of Claremont came back and did a 90s version of whatever. And I'm reading the book. I was like, this story sucks. No offense. But it wasn't fun. The art was great. But like I had no connection to Claremont as a writer anymore. Personally, I wouldn't want to see it. I want to, like, that's old guard. I don't want old guard coming back so much. But, bring somebody back that's got a love for the characters. I just don't die on that hill of Claremont is the only one to write X-Men. John Byrne just did a fantastic job, and I haven't read the entire thing, but that felt like an X-Men book to me. X-Men get a mission, they go on a mission, Savage Land, a bunch of other stuff happens. It seemed like, the storytelling that you want. That's what I would like to see. Now, if Claremont came back, would I be upset? No, I'd be like, cool, at least they're trying something else. I'm just saying, personally, me, too much reading. Sean, what do you think?
I'm with you. I'd like to read. I like looking at pictures.
Yeah, let's look at the pictures.
Yeah.
All right, Kayla. All right, back to you.
On the negative side, this move to LA is concerning to me because what they might try to do with movie stuff and just continuity stuff, I mean, that is a little of a concern. But they're probably getting out of New York because of all the shit that has been proposed for businesses in New York. So
I was going to say that's probably the smart move. Smart move with where New York's going to go. Ahead, Sean. I keep cutting you off.
No, like to LA, like that's almost as bad. Like go to Texas.
Well, Texas would be a great. Florida would be a great state too, just for business wise. But they're moving closer to Hollywood. It's like what Stan Lee did back in the 70s. Is that when he moved to LA?
Yeah.
And he kind of brought that Marvel flavor all the way over to the West Coast. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't care where Marvel's at. Just start making better stuff. Just make better stuff. That's all you got to do. Get out of New York, though. I would say that. Get out of New York. Alistair Crowley says, I think I remember Wacker was a DC editor. Then he was on the Spidey Brand New Day comics. That's all I know from him. Well, apparently, and I don't know the dude at all, but Kayla and Sean seem to know him a lot better and seem to be a little bit hopeful of what he could bring to Marvel Comics. So if they're hopeful, then I am hopeful. Kojo agrees with Kayla, says bring back Chris Claremont. What do you think about that, Kayla? Somebody that smart in the chat?
Yeah, someone that's smart in the chat, someone that likes to read. So
jeez. Chris Claremont DC title he did was terrible. Now that was Sovereign 57, or the one that I remember.
Oh, that was cool.
I didn't mind that one. Now, granted, I didn't read all of it, right? Cool. I didn't read all of it, but Dwayne Turner did the art on it. It was fantastic. Yeah. It was probably the only title that DC put out during that time that kind of looked like Marvel/Image with the aesthetic. I did like what Claremont did when he jumped into Image Comics and did a story arc on Wildcats and a story arc on Cyberforce. So I don't hate on Chris Claremont. I'm just saying, like, I don't hold him up as in high regard, even though I respect all of his credentials and I give him his kudos 1,000%. I would never disrespect that. Like, he's earned that. Picked up from where it left off. Wasn't that the X-Men Forever?
No, that's not where he wanted to continue writing from. He wanted to continue writing from what was X-Men 2.
I don't think I ever read that 90s. One, though. Yeah, like, well, there was this... Sean knows what I'm talking about. I mean, Kayla, you probably do too, where Brett Booth did some of the art, and there are other artists that did it as well. It was Claremont that was writing, and that was kind of like a pickup from that period of time.
I enjoyed it.
Was it Legacy?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Legacy? Legends? Legacy? Yeah, it was good. It was good. Like I said, if he came back, which I doubt they'll bring him back, but if he was to come back, I'd be fine with it. I would be like, man, now I got to read more than I want to read. Kirk Warren's in the house, says, don't need geriatrics writing books. If they want to do some side projects, go nuts. But there was a massive disconnect when I was young reading Claremont, and it was 20 plus years since then. I do believe that there is legitimacy to that comment. Although if somebody can do a good story, you can do a good story. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. And I do feel like Claremont could tell the characters in a way that would relate to the youth reading the books today. Like I do feel like he's that good of a writer that he could do it. I don't get too much on board about worrying about people being old and youth not connecting. I know a lot of people kind of get up and we were talking about this on Hard Art last night about some actors when it came to Avengers Doomsday and like how all the actors are like 30 plus. And I'm like, when I was younger, it wasn't me relating to the age of people. It was relating to the characters, to the performances, to the art, to the stories. So I'm not too worried about that. As long as they can make a good story, I don't care what age you are.
I mean, to be honest, who's written a better X-Men story since him? I can say, I could find certain things enjoyable.
Right, I was going to say, I could find things I liked.
Like, I enjoyed
depending on what you're looking for.
I enjoyed aspects of X-Men Blue that Cullen Bunn was writing for a while. Jonathan Hickman destroyed fucking X-Men,
God.
in my opinion, and he should stay the fuck away from it in any X-Men property. He should, his whatever other stuff has been... Hickman's other stuff was decent, but with X-Men, he needs to stay far.
Yeah, keep him away. Keep him away. I'm not a fan of his at all. Bretsky the Great says Claremont's best work was on X-Men with John Byrne. What has Claremont done that was good after John left? John went to do great runs on Fantastic Four, Avengers, Superman, Wonder Woman, and She-Hulk.
I would say he worked with a lot more than John Byrne. He worked with Michael Golden. He worked with Silvestri. He did a lot of X-Men stuff that's popular. Yeah. Jim Lee,
My favorite, it's probably just my favorite storylines, and again, it goes with the era, but like a lot of the stuff that I remember loving and getting into, Claremont wasn't a part of it, so that's why I got a different perspective. And when I go back and read Claremont books, I remember when I was younger and I was reading some Uncanny X-Men books, I'd go back and try to find, collect Silvestri's run or Jim's run, early on. And I'd try reading those books and I'd be like, holy shit, there's 1,000-word balloons to one panel. It was crazy. And it was something that turned me off as a kid. Now, granted, I was, 11 at the time, didn't really want to read all that much. But later, yeah, exactly. Later on, though, you're talking about, Executioner's Song, Fatal Attractions, Age of Apocalypse. These were big things that happened in the 90s that I was just like enthralled with. I was like, these are great. And they were easy to read, easy to follow, fun stories. But I can't read, so. Twisted Dream says they think California is the answer to New York. Yeah, well, it's going like from out of the frying pan into the fire, I guess you could say. We got Bill E.T. in the house. What's going on, man? It says, where is Disney's headquarters? California. This paves the groundwork for Disney Publishing to subsume Marvel Comics. It could be. The whole talk is that they're going to outsource books and stuff and all that kind of, who knows what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't have as negative as outlook on the industry direction where it's going as some people do. And I listen to everybody talk and all their points and stuff, and they make good points out there. But I don't know. I just could never see, maybe lesser books, but I can't ever see like the big Marvel names being outsourced to other companies to produce. And maybe that'll be the case, and maybe they're doing better. He is making me laugh. That's what we do. That's what we do here. You got Ace in the house. Good to see you, man.
Yep.
What's up, Edwin?
Lobdell era stuff was fine through the 90s. I actually liked Lobdell.
Same.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Lobdell. Like, is he a better writer than Claremont? No. Because I know Kayla would be like, and I don't want to get into that.
During the Lobdell era, like when you talk about Age of Apocalypse, for instance, that was a massive crossover event. That had Jeff Loeb writing it. Jeff Loeb, who wrote Astonishing X-Men and co-created X-Man.
Our guy.
And then, who else? Fabian Nicenza was writing.
Oh, yeah.
Larry Hama.
Larry Hama. I've always liked Larry Hama's stuff. I don't like his political views, but his writing, the Wolverine run he did with Adam Kubert, still one of my favorite arcs.
Yeah.
I think
in the
Mark
90s.
Waid was writing stuff too for
Ooh, that man.
Look,
I'm
Mark,
pretty sure
Mark
he did.
looks like a kitty toucher, but he's got some good shit.
Yeah, I got rid of that drop. Oh, what? That would have been a fun drop to play. Never mind, I don't have it. The Magnificent One said the problem with older writers is that their concept of young people is from when they were already older. So they write young people in the 2026 carrying boom boxes and listening to rap music. Is that true, though? I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
I don't think it's necessarily always true. I think for some people that are out of touch with their perspective on reality, yes, it could be true for sure. But also, we have younger people writing some of the stuff now. And
did we lose her?
Come on.
There we go. Yeah, I was just saying, younger writers does not necessarily mean good writers, because, I mean, yeah, we got a ton of young writers and editors right now, and they're messing everything up. Our Lunds in the house says Marvel will always have a bat to swing. I know what you're talking about. Inferno was the best thing Claremont did on X-Men, in my opinion. Inferno was good.
Right.
Inferno was good. I recently tried to get into Hickman's X-Men. It's talk, and baby talk. No action or consequence. Liefeld was right. Hashtag Liefeld was right. Yeah, popular doesn't mean good. I do agree with that. A tourist is in the house as Mickey Mouse is the new Captain America. Ace says at this point, try to bring back all the guys who worked on the X-Men in the 90s, at least for a year or two to fix the X-Men books. Hey, Sean and I were talking about that. I would be down. Bring back Liefeld. You know, Jim Lee's not coming back. He's a DC guy. But, you know, at least Liefeld. Maybe Silvestri. You know, I would be 100% down.
I'm not opposed to having Rick Remender write an X-Men book, because Rick Remender, I think, is one of the best writers in comics right now. So, I mean, I know you wouldn't read a lot of his stuff because the art style isn't your thing, and I know you need the art to be on point, but his writing, it's absolutely phenomenal. There's not a single genre that he can't write. I mean, everything Black Science, Seven to Eternity, that book Sacrificers, the book Escape, anything. Plus, he did runs on other superhero characters as well.
I haven't read any of those books. I'd like to give a shout out to Sleeping I'm just going to say Sleeping. Psychopathy? Psychopathy? One of those two. But one of my new favorite people actually made this emoji that I have right now when I was on CG Church. I might supposedly only be using this for CG Church, but I like it so much I keep using it. So we're using it tonight. But shout out to Sleeping. Great mod in the chat as well. Always dropping links. Appreciate you. Magnificent One says Claremont was very good at creating unique personalities and voices for each character. After him, a lot of writers, you could swap out any character's dialogue from any other one. Yeah, he was good at that. I mean, he had his place. I mean, he did a great job. And I'll never take that away from him at all. Beam Pass says Disney Publishing in the campus of Glendale, California has CP and Imagineering. CP, what's CP? Anybody? I'm not sure what that is. Clarify what that is. Timescales is in the house. Greetings from California. Good to see you. By the way, guys, we do this in the chat every week. Sometimes you guys participate. Sometimes you don't. Drop in the chat where you're watching from. State, city, I don't care. Don't dox yourselves, but I want to know country, where you guys are watching from tonight. Let me know. We are here in Michigan and Mass represented. James says the problem with younger people within the entertainment industry today is most are being hired based on their identity rather than their ability, hence the poor state of entertainment. I could not agree with you more, my friend. That's a fantastic take, and I've got a good drop for that. Let's see.
Peanut?
Yes, I have one right here. It's bulky, but I consider it carry-on.
I don't know why. That's the one I chose, but great take. I love that. Cynic's in the house. Good to see you, brother. He says you can use it whenever. Thank you. I was hoping. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. You know, like this might have been like an exclusive thing to use, but I dig it. You still using Avatar? You can use it as much as you. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I liked it. It was good. It was like it's unique. I like it.
What is it?
It's
Fuck.
Did he just cut out?
Yeah. I thought it was me.
Oh, did he read this chat?
I don't know.
Okay, well, the chat from KO Joe says here that Marvel treats its employees like shit, precisely why Jim Lee is at Detective Comics. And a lot of people actually have expressed that the Marvel office is a disaster and DC has a much better office.
Yep, I heard that as well. Pay sucks too.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe's taking care of some technical difficulties on his end. So I'm just
Can you
gonna
pull up chats?
No, I'm on my iPad. But Joe could do it because he probably still can.
Joe as my boy, Bugman 4 says.
Mm-hmm.
Brettsy the Great is viewing from Maryland.
Nice.
Twisted Dreams is coming from Utah. Sleeping Psychopathy comes from Alabama. What does that say?
Tasmania?
In Oz? Tasmania, Australia. Wow, you're the furthest person right now.
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Cosmic Studios is from Virginia.
I read Virginia.
No, it says Virginia. Alistair Crowley, Pasadena, California.
Nice.
FFS Cass says he died mid-sentence.
Yeah, that's not normal. Mute.
KO Jill says mute.
So we got a story about a mute coming up later on, but
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little bit of this article here, I guess, since it's up. Okay. So it's from the Hollywood Reporter. So I'm just going to read it real quick to you guys. Or let's see, there's another one that was sent. I need to find the specific article real quick. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Are you reading these chats, Sean? No.
No, because Joe's just pulling them up as we go. We're waiting for you to read.
Okay. So it says right here, 11 hours ago. So Marvel Comics to leave New York and move staffers to LA as part of major overhaul. Exclusive. The Disney-owned publisher is also getting a new editor-in-chief as 100 employees are being asked to relocate to Burbank by next July. So, after calling the Big Apple home for almost 90 years, Marvel Comics is moving out of New York City and heading to Hollywood. The relocation was revealed to staff at a town hall Thursday at Marvel's New York office.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sweet! I'm back. Can't hold me
reading
down.
The article.
Yeah,
so.
no, you guys did a good job while I was gone. I'm proud of you all.
Well, I have no controls anymore, so it's not easy.
Yeah, I know. I gotta start getting controls back to people, all power hungry and stuff. Sheldon Martin says, everyone imagine Joe as naked as you can to bring him back. There you go. Shout out to everybody that imagined me naked. I am very naked, very raging hard on right now. Hitting the desk. Listen to this. That's my dick.
I don't need to.
Michael says, are they recalling Leapfrog educational devices? Could be.
That's my dick.
Could be. He back. The second coming. Yeah, I made it back. I have no idea what happened. I think my board, this is what I actually think happened. I think my board overheated because it's so freaking hot in here.
Oh.
So I had to restart it and let it sit for a second. So who knows? Maybe I'll make it through the rest of the show without it cutting out again. Fowl's in the house. Good to see you, man. And shout out to everybody watching. I was highlighting you guys. Thank you for letting me know where you're watching from. Tasmania, Australia. That was pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We got a Tarks9 said from Ontario, Canada. That's awesome. Pensacola. Or not Pensacola. What the hell?
Pasadena.
Thank you. I saw Pence and I was just like, or Pa, and I went for it. And that was wrong. Virginia. Hopefully you guys got all these. I had to drop out of the chat for a second. Okay. And PRC. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Ando's from, obviously, PR's Puerto Rico. So.
Okay, I'm going to bring this down. I want to move on to something else, but just give a wrap up there to what you were thinking about moving to California, and we'll jump into a different subject here.
You want me to finish reading this thing?
No.
Okay, so, I mean, I will say here what the thing did list that is kind of important, what we were wondering, like what it is that he worked on. So the article says that, let's see, Wacker, who is making his Marvel return after leaving the company in the early 2020s to lead Jonathan Hickman's world-building project 3W3M and then co-founding the entertainment studio Stone Kite, a beloved editor with a strong talent relationship, Wacker spent over 15 years at Marvel, overseeing Spider-Man comic runs that included the best-selling Brand New Day, Superior Spider-Man era. He was also editor on Daredevil and Hawkeye when those titles won Eisner Awards. And was involved into the introduction of Kamala Khan, also known as Ms. Marvel. Extensive experience across Marvel's animation, television, and digital media divisions. And co-produced Emmy-nominated Rocket and Groot animated series in 2017 and executive produced the successful Wastelanders audio series for Marvel.
I don't know if I'm as excited now after hearing all that.
Yeah, I lost my my boner for this guy.
Yeah, my boner just went away too, and that's pretty sad because it was raging there for a second when I came back.
You'll get Bo DiMaggio.
Oh, there you go. Fugman says 83 where he's at. It's probably 85 in this house right now. Even in the basement, it's probably at least 80. I like Joe. He isn't an asshole. Well, thank you. Yet. I'm not an asshole yet, you know. Some of those accolades are not very good. That's why I was saying, like, it's Iodine, good to see you. But Kayla's reading those off, and I'm like, oh wait, I was hopeful. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know. Should I be hopeful? Now I'm kind of worried.
A little iffy now. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm a little worried. They shouldn't move to Cali. The library could burn up in a fire. That is true. South Pole is the safest place. Steve Wacker also handled the new 52 weekly series for DC before coming to Marvel. Cynic says it's 69 in my... Oh, man! Good number. 69, dude! Wish it was 69 in this house, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Anybody out there? Nobody? Just me? Okay. 71 here. All right, well, hopefully you're all staying cooler than we are, or at least than I am. Before we jumped into another subject that might take a little bit of time to talk about, any horror movie fans or horror buffs in the chat over there? Anybody fans of the Elm Street movies? If you are...
Hey, who's playing Freddy?
Well, they haven't announced it yet, and that's going to be the big question. So I want to present it like this. A new Nightmare on Elm Street movie remake is in the works at Paramount. The film will adapt Wes Craven's original screenplay. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a remake, but maybe an adaptation, whatever they call it, a requel or something. Hopefully they just go with a sequel. Now, here's the thing. Nobody can replace Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. It's going to be really hard to do. I'm sure somebody could probably do a decent job, but the character isn't just a character in a mask where a stuntman can play him over the years. This was personality, and Robert Englund brought everything that Freddy Krueger was to the screen. So I would propose this. If I was making this movie, I would get Robert Englund, I would bring him in, and I'd be like, look, we're going to have you voice the character, and we're probably going to even do like a face capture for expression. And I'm going to put somebody in the costume, because if you guys have seen some of the people that make these Freddy masks out there that you can buy, some very good masks, to capture the look of the face, I would get Robert Englund's voice, his face capture, and I'd digitally put it onto the character as best as I could. I'd get somebody that reached his status of like 6'2", 6'3", whatever, his tall, lankiness, and I would bring him back that way so that you could have that ability, and I'd have the dude work with Robert Englund when it came to delivering the lines, and how does Freddy express in this element, how does he stand, how does he move. That's what I would do, and I don't see anybody else coming in here and doing a job where you can just do your own version of Freddy and have it be any kind of good. We saw that fail in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street 10 years, 12 years ago, however long that was, 15 years ago. So that's what I'm at. I love this character, I love this series, and that's what I'd like to see. What are you guys thinking on this? In chat, let me know too.
I thought Bill Skarsgård was in discussion for this role.
I mean, he could do the creepy. I like Skarsgård. His take on it's great. Freddy's he's that bigger than life personality. He's got to be a little quirky, but also be menacing and scary at the same time.
But do you think Skarsgård can do the acting like you were just saying, where it comes to his posture, his weird gestures, over the topness?
Probably. It's such a big thing. It's like when any actor takes over a role and identifies them with that role, it's really hard to see anybody. Everybody's going to judge the next Freddy Krueger, fairly or unfairly, to Robert Englund in the next movie. That's going to be the most important thing, is the casting of the character. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, you can't do it. So why not bring the guy back? He's in his 70s. He can voice the character just fine. You can capture his face, and then you just get a stand-in actor where you can use a little bit of CGI on the face. The masks these days are so good where you can capture Robert Englund's kind of look with Freddy. And there you have your perfect Freddy back there, and you work with him. You work with him on how does Freddy walk? How does he talk? Like how does he do mannerisms with his arms and stuff, so it lines up seamlessly. If I was a director, that's the way I'd be going.
I mean, they can just do traditional makeup and do that. Get a good makeup artist. A good makeup artist should be able to transform anybody to look to whoever, especially, I mean, Freddy Krueger. It shouldn't be that hard.
Right, yeah. Whether it was
I want to
know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't think you need to
be progressive, guys.
I don't think you need to scan in Robert Englund's face, is what I'm getting at. I'm saying, like, a makeup artist should be able to emulate his look in Freddy Krueger's costume, like, to a T.
The only reason why I would say you would go with a face capture is because Englund was very expressionable with his face, with Freddy's mannerisms and stuff. I don't know if somebody, even if you had a good makeup mask, because I've seen a lot of masks out there that look like Robert Englund's face that people can buy. I almost bought a mask from somebody over in England, I think, for $400. Made these fantastic homemade masks, and I almost bought one. They looked great, and they captured Englund's face. But then you got to have the mannerisms and the ability to do the facial expressions, which is why I would say, screen capture Robert Englund's face as he's doing the lines for the movie. Have him go through, do the lines, and then I think it would work out really good. And you have the character wear a mask, you have the actor wear a mask, and then you just use a little bit of that CGI to get in there and just to touch up the things that need to be touched up. And all of a sudden now you have a Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger again, and the world is great. I don't know why people haven't thought about this before.
I'm sorry. I feel like this is the comment of the night.
Go ahead, say it.
Freddy played by Joe Biden. Only difference is that Krueger falls asleep.
Oh, geez. That's a good one, Beanpad. That's a good one. Quirky started in the sequels. Yeah, that's true. But I think it's because it was so well established that you still have to bring back that personality. I would like to see him go back to a little bit more of the first movie that's a little bit more, still centered on scary. But even in that movie, he had a personality. He hadn't fully developed it yet. Yeah. And I think you keep that, but you don't go so goofy as like Freddy's Dead or what Freddy 5 or Nightmare on Elm Street 5 or even 4 did. Like after 3, they really kind of amped up the goofiness. Go back to the formula of 1 through 3 and then have that. Just go back to that formula. Johnny Depp could do you could revisit the franchise. It'd be cool to have. He did a cameo in Freddy's Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street 6. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Kirk Warren says they'll probably cut all the quirky stuff and go serious to just avoid comparisons. But that's what they tried to do before. The dude from Watchmen. That's what they tried to do before. They try to be like, let's make this more of the scary version of Freddy, more realistic. Let's get away from the quirky stuff. And it fell flat because everyone's like, look, I'm sorry, Robert Englund. That's Freddy Krueger. There's nobody else.
Who's so Paramount is remaking it, but who is directing it? Who is the director?
They haven't announced yet, but I think there's some speculation based on who might be producing the movie that you could see guys like whoever that dude was that just did the Obsession movie, because he's under the same production company, that they could go with somebody like that. If you're looking at
4 guys or whatever the fuck. I didn't see the Obsession movie. I didn't have an interest into seeing it because I feel like I know real bitches like that in real life. I know like crazy bitches like the trailer. So I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I've already seen situations like this, how they play out.
No, it was great. It was like all the other women I've ever dated.
Yeah, I like that. John Malin's in the house. Says Doug Jones might have been a good Freddy. He's too old now. Yeah, John, when I just look around, like I don't see anybody out there that can have that personality, that big over the top personality, but still be creepy and scary enough to play Freddy. I come back to him just like it's got to be Robert Englund, and he's too old to come back. Like what Fugman's saying, 78, whatever he is. He's in his 70, almost 8. But he could voice the character. And with technology today, with special effects, with CGI, even AI, whatever, you could bring that character to life, still having Robert Englund doing the voice, doing the facial expressions, doing the animation, and bring this character to life. I think that's the way to go. If I was directing it, that's absolutely what I would do. I'd give it a little bit more serious a tone, but I would make sure you're still capturing some of that Freddy goofiness, which makes us love the character. Like when you watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, you're rooting for Freddy Krueger, and then maybe a final girl like Nancy, but it has to be a character like Nancy. This movie could be very good if they did it correctly. This could also be an absolute disaster. Ellen Page.
What about someone like William Dafoe?
William Dafoe.
Maybe. You know who Robert Englund said he wanted to play Freddy after him? When I throw his name out here, you're gonna
Kevin
be
Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
But
Kevin Bacon could do it.
I know it sounds weird, but I could picture Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey could actually do a probably pretty good version, as long as he wasn't trying to do a version of himself playing Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? But Jim Carrey could probably. But I don't know, man. I don't want to see another big famous name trying to take on the character. I want to see either Robert Englund come back the way I'm saying, or have a kind of an unknown come on and take, make the role his own. But the problem is you can't stray too far from what Freddy is. He's not Jason. He's not Michael Myers. Not a guy that moves around in a mask, slowly just slaughtering teens. This character has so much personality and just over the top charisma that you have to cast somebody that can capture that and carry that. Wasn't the 2010 remake of Nightmare on Elm Street already one featuring Biden? Didn't they change Freddy from a murderer from kiddos to one that fondled them? Yeah. Well, the original idea is that Freddy was a molester and a murderer, but they dropped the molester part in the original movie, even though that was part of the character in the script. And yeah, they kind of tried to go back with that with the 2010 one. It just didn't. It fell flat. It was bad casting. I like that dude. I can't remember his name from Watchmen. Did a great job as Rorschach, but it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard to carry that Freddy.
Oh, Kirk Warren's right. Walton Goggins in Fallout almost like Freddy in his burned zombie makeup, and he has the acting chops, and he can do comedy. He has a lot of acting range too. I actually like that. That's
not a bad. I hadn't thought about him. That is actually a pretty interesting idea. Would he be? I wouldn't be upset. I'd be interested to see what he would bring to the role. Let's see, John. Yeah, John's here. Good to see you, John. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got your power back, because I know he had his power off yesterday. I still don't have my air, John, which is why we're not on screen, because I'm basically naked. I'm sitting here in my boxers, streaming tonight. I was like, because it's too damn hot to be wearing clothes in this house. So yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you brought that up, John, because I was thinking about this not too long ago. Because of his portrayal of Vecna, which is kind of an offshoot of Freddy Krueger in the Stranger Things series, I think Jamie Bauer could do a good job. Now, I just don't know if he can do the quirkiness, because you need to be like, ha, 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 like all this kind of stuff. Welcome to prime time, bitch. Like this kind of, you got to be able to get that Freddy, Robert Englund stuff down. I don't know if Jamie Bauer can do that, because he can do the...
Can you do that again, Joe? That was
Which one?
Great. The welcome to prime time.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. Yeah.
I was choked on my Dorito. Oh my god. That was great.
Cable Guy. I prefer a younger actor. Yeah, I mean, if he can pull it off, we'll have to see. Carrie doing the mask. Carrie doing the mask Krueger. Yeah, could be. Bill Skarsgård. which is what Sean brought up. His vocal range, his vocal range would be great. I mean, he could pull that off. Again, my biggest thing with the character is just capturing his personality. Because if you come on and say you either as an actor have to do a version of Robert Englund being Freddy, which a lot of actors are probably not going to want to do because they want to put their own spin on the character, or they say make the character your own, and now you risk the fact of alienating all of the diehard Nightmare on Elm Street fans because it's not going to be the Robert or the Freddy Krueger that everybody knows and loves. It's a hard movie to do, which I'm very interested to see who they cast, who's going to direct it, what story they're going to do. This could be one of the most interesting things I see coming up in horror right now because it's such a famous franchise and such a diehard following that you could fuck this up royally or make a fantastic movie. I don't know if there's an in-between. It's either going to be horrible or great, in my opinion.
Yep, that's what it is. It will be horrible or great. I mean, I'm not opposed to Bill Skarsgård, but I'm kind of getting sick of him. I'm kind of getting sick of the Skarsgård. It's like, there's so many of them.
Oh, of the Skarsgårds.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of them. They're like getting the roles for everything nowadays, I feel like.
Hollywood royalty. John says his power's back on. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. Now, hopefully I can just fix my air and we'll be good to go and we won't be dying. No one, nowhere. Wait, no one, nowhere, one. Okay. His brother Gustav is better. I'm not sure what that is. Gustav.
He's the bald one.
Of a Skarsgård?
He was Floki in Vikings, actually.
Okay.
Judging by like his performance as Floki, actually, he might be able to. No, I hope you're gone.
Yeah, just keep. Look, I like Jared Leto. He did a good job in Skeletor. I actually thought he did a better job than I thought he was going to do. I thought he actually, helped carry that movie. But just in general, I keep him away from this series. The only known actor I would be interested in is, like you said, the guy from Fallout or Justified, in the maybe Kevin Bacon. Otherwise, do what I'm saying, or risk doing something completely different. How about the Elvis biker movie guy? Oh,
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler, thank you.
Very talented actor. I think he's kind of cute too. So.
Of course you do. Okay.
I mean, he's no Jon Snow, but.
Oh God, it's a passing of Skarsgård's true Gideon typecast. I don't know, but I thought that was interesting. I just wanted to bring it up because I'm a big fan of horror movies. I'm a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. I was like, this could be good. This could be fun. We'll see what happens. All right, I got a question that Sean. No, actually, we did Sean's side. Let's jump into Kayla's topic here. Let me see if I can find. Kayla, did you have anything that you wanted to share with your topic so I can give a visual to people?
Well, I had two topics tonight. One was the video game thing I sent for, and then the other thing is my Ghost in the Shell rant.
Yeah, I want to see the Ghost in the Shell. That's what I want to do, the Ghost in the Shell rant. Because we might not be able to get to everything that we put into the chat. But the Ghost in the important one was I want your point, because you haven't been on the show in 2 weeks. And you've been talking about this for 2 weeks. I wanted you to give your opportunity to get out there and talk about it so that we can have a conversation, because I think it's going to be an interesting conversation. But I wanted to pull up the visuals. I don't know if you had an article or something I could share.
I don't have one. It's just been Twitter discourse that I've been seeing that kind of has just.
All right, let me go to your Twitter. Let me bring something up on your Twitter, just so we can have a visual. But I'll give you the floor. This is Kayla's topic. She's going to present it. I'm going to see if I can find something to share while she's talking.
Okay, so the new Ghost in the Shell is out. I don't know how many people are fans of Masamune Shiro's work in the manga, or if they were exposed to Ghost in the Shell through the 95 movie.
That's where I was.
Or if you were in my generation and you watched Standalone Complex, there has been many iterations of Ghost in the Shell that have came out. I have enjoyed all of them. Not all of them, because there's a couple series that I was not.
Liar.
There's a couple series I was not a fan of. But I have enjoyed the majority of them for the most part. What is so exciting to me about this new series is that we are in a time where we always talk about how adaptations are not true to source.
Tell us about
always
it.
talking about how things are not true to source. People are always talking about it. We get a true to source.
True to
version
source.
That's literally page to page of the manga. I can open up the manga right now, and it is literally page to page of this manga in Masamune Shiro's art style at that, which I'm surprised that they're replicating it as good as they have been. So, I mean, the 2 episodes that have been out, although they did put a disclaimer and they did have to tone down. Art Adams was inspired by Masamune Shiro.
Art Adams.
So, yeah, I mean, I am just excited to get a true to the book adaptation, although they did have to tone down some of the sex stuff.
Yeah, we don't get boobies. We don't get scissoring. They took all of the fun stuff out of it. Good art, good animation, though.
The issue is what I'm coming to find out is people that are. It's one thing to have a preference for what you like. We all have different preferences for art styles, for whatever the case. But there are literally people that are complaining and saying that they read this manga that clearly did not read this manga. Motoko as a character, she is not in the manga as stoic as how she has been portrayed in quite a few of these shows. She's not, she has a stoic nature to her at some points, but for the most part, that's not necessarily who she is, right? So if you were going to categorize her as a character, she is more of a flat, dynamic character, okay? So in the books, she is very outspoken. She's fun-loving. She's she has a lot of comedic elements to her, and she has like a lot of high energy, and it's almost like she's childlike in a sense.
Well, it's Japanimation, of course.
Very,
Like, you know.
very, very secure in who she is, in the fact that she is a cybernetic being, and she is dealing with all this political intrigue and the transhumanist concepts, you can say, and not as much brooding over humanity. So the 1995 film that was done by Mamoru Oshii, his adaptation, which was a phenomenal adaptation, and the standalone Complex TV show that I love. It has the best anime intro of all time with Origa's Inner Universe. I'll just say it straight up. She is more portrayed as a round character. So
A round character?
More like
a fatty?
Yeah, there are round characters and
round
there
face.
are flat characters, right? So,
I don't understand what's happening here.
So a round character, pretty much, how can I
No
put it?
big boobs.
So a round character is a character that is multi-dimensional in a
Lots of
story.
puss.
They're complex. They have multiple layers to who they are. Usually every main character is a round character.
It's not where I was
and
going at all.
They reveal themselves. They reveal themselves and who they are throughout the course of a story. A flat character, they're kind of one-dimensional. So it's whether they're flat and static or flat and dynamic or round and static and round and dynamic. Most round characters are historically dynamic characters for the most part.
It's a lot of round talk.
A flat character is a very simple, straightforward, stereotypical, easy to figure out character. And that's kind of who Motoko is in the manga. So how she was portrayed in Oshii's adaptation and in Standalone Complex, she was stripped away of all her comedic elements and her sassiness and
Okay,
a lot
let
of
me jump in here for a second. I just want to say hey to Christopher Bouchard's in the house. I don't have the camera on, so I can't do it, but welcome Christopher Bouchard. Let's instead of diving so much into the character, tell me
It's important.
Okay.
It's important. It's really important to what I'm getting at. Okay.
Okay.
So she's stripped away from like all the humor that she has in the manga, and these are made more like they were made more of like a darker, more realistic version, and they made her more like questioning her own ghost, that's her soul, questioning humanity, and made her more philosophical, which that's cool. It's completely cool. But you can have your preference in what you like. My issue is that there are people that are complaining about this and saying that this isn't Ghost in the Shell. This isn't how this. I read the mangas. I know the way that it's drawn, the facial expressions. Did you read the manga? Did you really read the manga? Because I don't think you did. It's
Most people probably
have a
have not.
preference, but there's no need to lie and say you read something that you didn't. It's fucking dumb. Because when I open the manga, I can go to I could open this manga right now and I can show the facial expressions that she's making. I could flip open, well, not that page, because damn, that's like a 3.5 here on a
Hell
boat.
yeah, now show that off. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with a
They
fire.
actually included that in this show, but they
A little scissoring.
toned it down.
Okay.
But what I'm
Was there-
saying is she's more facially expressive. Like when you look at the artwork and the poses, I mean, they've done such a great job so far in the 2 episodes that have been out, just adapting this page for page like the fucking manga. So my whole thing is like, you cannot be of the
I am letting her
mindset-
cook, man. I'm just waiting.
You can't be. To me, it's like you say you want a faithful adaptation. You say you want a loyal adaptation. We're getting one, and you're still fucking complaining. You're complaining, and it just makes no sense. If you read the manga like you said you did, what are you complaining about? Like, hold on.
Sounds like a woman.
Sheldon Martin says, "Hang on a second. I'd like to take a look at this threesome pic here."
What
Our
I'm
guy.
saying at is she's not.
Ooh,
If we
fish
look-
hooks.
But what I'm saying is she's not as stoic as what people are thinking because she was portrayed as that version of a character. It is what it is. It's a portrayal. And I love every version of Ghost in the Shell for the most part, besides like 3 things that were done. I was not the animation style.
I love
most part. But what I'm saying is the same people that are sitting there that are complaining that they want adaptations to be true to a manga and true to this, and that they're a purist, are now complaining that we have a true to the manga adaptation, the truest adaptation to this character, to the series that we'd ever gotten in life. Like I said, it's one thing to have preference, but to shit on this show and say that it's not what the manga is, you haven't fucking read it. You're a liar, you're a LARPer, and fucking
Pants on fire.
stop the bullshit. So it just
But
has
nerds-
it's frustrated me. It frustrated
Nerds are gonna find a way to nerd. You know,
Yeah.
like when I look at all of this, that's why I gotta laugh at all of this stuff. You know, like everybody wants to just have their opinion on there, and because that's what social media is now. It's hot takes, it's all their opinions and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's to ruffle feathers, to get the clicks, to get the views, to get the engagement. And I'm like, okay, listen. I agree with everything Kayla is saying. There's a lot of fake nerd people out there, but we know that.
Don't be a liar.
There's a lot of
Not
liars
you.
out there.
I'm just saying, it's a
No,
lie.
I know you're not.
The
I'm just saying in
lying
general.
price
There's a
is
lot of liars
fucking
out there.
Crazy. Like, oh my God, I hate it.
Yeah, John says me and Fugman beat up nerds. There you go. That's what you got
There
to
you
do.
go.
That's what you got. You got to face these nerds and put them in their place. A little swirly, throw them in the locker. You know what I'm saying? Old school. Real fans aren't complaining. We are just memeing them till they cry and then make memes of them crying. There you go. That's right. Anime. Yeah, good stuff, my man. John is a smart kid. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Sean, what is this? What is happening here? What's going on?
Oh yeah. So
What are you sharing
oh my God,
with me
this is
and
another girl,
with
Sean.
us?
Sean, you love the special ones.
I do.
Tell me about it. Tell me about this
So
Another.
this mute chick here.
she's the perfect chick. Like, she don't talk back. She's beautiful. She's kind of probably into like Play-Doh and shit because she's on the spectrum. But I'm like, I'm like, this chick's
Oh my
perfect.
god, you're going to hell.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
going to fucking hell in a handbag.
Look,
dude.
diagnosed her for selectively mute. Like, it's awesome. Like,
Oh
I like this.
my god.
Wild more than watching this. And then my real question is it wrong that I want to take her out and like show her a good time?
No, she looks like a fairly attractive young lady, I guess. But she doesn't talk. So I mean, that's about the best of both worlds, right there, right? You take her out.
I don't gotta hear her shit. I don't gotta
That's
hear her
right.
fucking be like, "Let me tell you about these manga readers," and I'd be like, "Oh god."
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's a good idea because you take her out in the town. She's not just babbling away all the time. She's mute, maybe not deaf, but I'm wondering what Lou Ferrigno would say about all this.
I think you'd be perfect if you could play with my Hulk.
Thank you, Lou.
Done with
Thank you.
life. Oh my god.
Yo, but
Always
also,
good
like,
when Lou
She's
jumps on here.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, but like even like this goes back to the AI Down syndrome chick. Like, I wanted, like, I was like, do I feel bad because like she's hot? But then Kayla's like, she's artificial intelligence. Oh my god, why'd you gotta ruin it for me?
I mean, hot is hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
John is correct. We have to stop women.
Right.
That's true. That is true.
But
Give
there's
me.
nothing much to it more than me kind of questioning my morals. Like, do I find this like overly autistic mute broad like attractive?
The question is, would you bang her? That's really what you're asking.
He would.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think you've
would
answered
love
that.
to.
Would you bang her?
Yeah,
Of course you would.
I would treat her. I would throw roses at her feet. I would sing Boys to Men songs to her. I would give her everything she needed.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know what voice you have.
I feel very uncomfortable.
No, you don't. You feel good.
I feel because I work in this field. I'm like,
No, it's all good.
I bring Sean around my clients.
If your clients look like this, I mean, Rick Saylor says it right here. He says retards need to bang too. Like, I don't know if I'd go there, but you
Like, I'm not
do
gonna
what you do.
the boys
Tarks,
look over, like, because one, I'm straight. Two, like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Tarks9 says, I have that Hulk toy.
Yeah, I used to have it.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I do have it now because I get props.
Oh, the Lou Ferrigno Hulk that he's got. Yeah.
Can we look at the video game trailer I sent?
I'm not done talking about my future ex-wife.
Yeah, talk more about your future ex-wife.
I'm kidding. That was just a shits and giggles.
Yeah, we'll get to that trailer in a second. We can't get to everything, all right? There's always the next show. I wanted to bring this up, though. There was a rumor going around that Adam Driver was going to be Magneto, but I've seen today, Sean and I were talking, that he actually might be cast as Mr. Sinister instead. I think I like him better as Mr. Sinister.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, granted, this is just a fan mock-up, probably AI or whatever, but like I could see him being a Mr. Sinister character more than Magneto. Which would have, he's a fine actor. I think he could have pulled it off, but I think this works a lot better.
And it would be cool because they could give him like a voice, modify his voice, because he sounds like he has a stuffed nose all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you just put the effects on.
Yeah.
You put the bass into the voice. You turn it up. Have him talking to turned up mic.
Give like a cool reverb.
Yeah, you do the. I mean, I could do it on this board if it's way over there. I'm not gonna do it, but you could tweak it any way you want to make it sound. So yeah, I think you could pull it off. You do good. What would you prefer?
Great.
Now, would you prefer Sinister or Magneto?
Sinister.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sinister too.
That picture kind of sells me on the whole thing.
Yeah, the mock-up is pretty good. Like if they were to actually nail this in the movie. And have it kind of similar to this, I think this would work very well. And he kind of has the Sinister look a little bit better than the Magneto look.
They gotta lean full like stupidness with the things on his back. Like if they don't have them,
oh yeah, that's got to be there.
Why even do it? Like, are they gonna give him a leather trench coat like Grandma's boy?
Yeah, no, it's such an Sinister has such a great design, like old school Sinister, not the new gay shit that they put out with the what is that the
Did you see the Hellfire Gala?
Hellfire the Gala shit? That's why I was about to say Nutella, but I was like, that's not it. That's a spread. But no, yeah, the Gala stuff. Like, no, do not do that. Go back to the classic Sinister look like this with all the whatever that shit is he has on his back hanging out there. Yeah, like John says, you know, he has Sinister packs. If you keep the design the way it should be, I think he could pull it off. I think it could be good. I'm getting excited about this X-Men movie, although I know that it's probably too early to really put any kind of hope in the casting because we haven't actually seen cast. I'm wondering if they're going to talk about it at the San Diego coming up. If this is going to be like something they start dropping a trailer or casting news, like actual casting news, not so much like so-and-so was talking about the role. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like when they introduced the Avengers.
Yeah, like if they're going to drop some big X-Men news, because everyone knows Doomsday. There's been a lot of reporting on Doomsday. Obviously, Spider-Man's kicking off here in a couple weeks, but X-Men, like that's going to be the real big movie around the corner after Secret Wars. That's going to be one that everyone is looking forward to. And if you start announcing like, hey, we've got our cast set, we've got the direct, whatever, and now we're going to start filming in 2027 for release in 2028, now you start building that hype as long as you cast it correctly. And I agree with O.V. Ravioli, Rogue's ass too.
Yep.
Whoever is Rogue needs a fantastic bootay. Who was the actress that we said last time that we thought was it was a Bella or...
somebody's daughter. Fuck.
Somebody.
Andy McDowell's daughter.
Yeah,
the one that was
it.
She would be perfect. I think she has a great body. If you watch that movie,
fantastic,
where she's playing the young Margaret Qualley, the young Demi Moore.
Oh,
she's
that was
perfect.
awesome.
She's the one that I was saying that I thought she was so beautiful. I thought that she should have played Arwen in the new Lord of the Rings movie. That's who they should have casted as Arwen, because she has
what I thought you were
almost
going.
that look like Liv Tyler, like beautiful.
O.V. Ravioli just nailed it. Kat Dennings in her prime, great Rogue. Yeah, I just got a giant boner thinking about that. Big old knockers on that chick. Woohoo!
Fucking suffocate me with her areolas.
Oh, let's go. Oh yeah. Art Roy's in the house says we all know they will cast Jared Leto as the Sinister. No,
Roy.
Don't even speak that into existence.
You know what though? I don't know what they're going to be doing as far as this X-Men movies go, but this gives if Adam Driver is playing Sinister, they can do some really cool flashbacks because he is a Victorian era scientist. And he has the right acting skills to do it. And if they lean more into like a sci-fi aspect with this film, I'd be totally for that. You know, I mean, this is a character here that, I mean, he's obsessed with the family line of Jean Grey and Scott Summers. But he's just obsessed with genetics and evolutions and just like to see him pretty much trying to create what would be the, you know, his version of the perfect mutant is, I think would be pretty cool if they make it more of like a sci-fi toned kind of, and do some
I hope so
things. And I mean,
now I did see somebody post on X. I had this saved a couple, maybe it was a week ago or something on one of my bookmarks, but that the direction that the director or whoever is the showrunner that's doing the X-Men wants to take the actual movie is more colorful in the way that the X-Men 97 is. Now, the reason why that makes me a little bit excited because X-Men 97 is hitting it on all cylinders. Very good show. First season was good. Second season has been really good. And I think that's really where the old school fans want to see the colorful costumes, the characters portrayed like they probably should be. And if you bring that to the screen, we have all seen what they did with Wolverine in Deadpool Wolverine. We see the costumes they're bringing now for Doomsday. We've seen the leaks of James Madison as Cyclops and you know, the Nightcrawler dude, like all, you know, we've seen these colorful costumes. Bring it back like that, newer actors, younger actors, but make it that tone. Give us the tone of the X-Men 97, but just for the big screen, and then cast it correctly. And I think you probably have a pretty good hit on your hands. But again, just like the Freddy Krueger or just like the Nightmare on Elm Street movie, X-Men's going to be a movie that's either going to be loved or absolutely hated. There's no in between. There's no middle ground for the X-Men when it comes out, so they have to be on point with casting this movie. YSA is in the house. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, brother.
What's up, YSA? I mean, it won't be the worst. It can't be the worst X-Men movie because the Abomination that was Dark Phoenix was the absolute worst movie.
Which one?
Oh,
I guess you had X-Men 3 and then you had Dark Phoenix. I got you.
Solo Dark Phoenix movie, and that broke my heart because it came out on my birthday too. I remember me and my dad, we looked at each other in the movie theater, and when I think it was Simon Kinberg's name came up at the end, and we're like, he should be shot.
Oh.
That was bad. Like because me and my dad sync up on opinions with things, Joe.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So we just looked at each other like, this is so bad. Not that the actress was bad, that was Jean Grey, but she was more Jean Grey as Sansa Stark in fucking Game of Thrones.
That movie was just all around. That movie was bad.
That movie was shit. They just need
to stop trying to adapt that story it's just such a big story with so many characters. Stop trying to adapt it until you've established. One thing I'll push back on all the people that are not a big fan of like what the comic book movies have become, where they're all ensembles. It's like, but that's what represents comic books. When you're reading comic books, you're reading Marvel, you're reading DC, there's crossovers all the time. There's characters popping up because they live in the same universe. That was what was great about the original idea of the Marvel phases, is that you could have any of these characters popping up in each other's movies because they existed in the same universe. I want to see that. I want to see the shared universe of all these characters. I don't care about standalone movies anymore. Give me a story that's building up to something bigger. And if you did that with the X-Men, granted we're getting older, right? But for the younger generation, if you do that with the X-Men, you present the X-Men, you build that up, some offshoots of the X-Men movies come out, then maybe you've created the universe big enough, and including the other Marvel properties, to maybe do a Dark Phoenix like saga, like a two-parter or something, where you can bring in all these other characters and show some real big stakes to the matter instead of just trying to jam it into like a 2-hour movie. And it's fallen flat twice now. 2 different times they've tried to do it, and it's been horrible every time.
They can never do Dark Phoenix as a movie. There's levels to this shit. And about crossovers, I honestly think if they want to do like a quick little thing with X-Men, I rub it in, John. That's like the best Batman movie. All right? Like, rub it in. You know what?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is Dark Phoenix Saga, there's levels to it. I mean, they can introduce the X-Men in with the Fantastic Four because there was a time where, they crossed over in comics and they were going to fight and a bunch of shit went down. Whatever the case in the early X-Men days, I mean, that is A, has a nostalgia factor for older readers, and B, I didn't think the Fantastic Four movie was that bad. I didn't think it was that bad.
The third act suffered. First 2 acts were fine. The third act was the one that really suffered.
It did suffer a little bit.
I did think Galactus looked like he was. What's that cartoon? Doug. Like if Doug was like grew up with ultimate reality. Like, this is what came up to be of him.
But Dark Phoenix needs to be a show first, in short, because they need to show regular Phoenix. They need to do the Hellfire Club. Then they bring in Emma Frost and everything. Once you get Emma Frost and you get the Black Queen, and then, there's levels to this shit. You can't just go straight Dark Phoenix, and they fuck up by doing that every single time.
Yeah, that's what they have to really watch out for. Wooden Shots in the house says, I'm thinking about reading the comic. Well, I got a comic for you to be reading. It's called Reaper Destroyer Issue 2, live on Indiegogo right now. We got 42 backers. Ninja launched it last Wednesday because I've been working on trying to get this thing live for about 2 months now. But we did go live on May 15th on my website, superiorpresscomics.com. We are just under $10,000 altogether combined with the campaigns. If you guys haven't yet, please go check this out, Reaper Destroyer Issue 2. We're doing a lot of different things with this issue than we did the first one. If you read the first one, you know that it was much more bricks and mortar, dark, anti-hero, standard comic book character that you might have read in the 90s. We're going much more fantasy with this issue. We're getting pulled into the veiled dimension with Matt, which is going to be this really awesome subconscious plate, this dimension within his subconscious that he has to deal with. The veiled dimension is really awesome. It's a place where your soul resides, but it's also a place where other spiritual entities can enter as well. If you're not strong of soul, they can influence you or they can possess you. Matt is basically taking an Alice in Wonderland trip down the rabbit hole through his subconscious to get control of his soul, while also facing a lot of dark secrets he has to confront. One of the big things on this campaign, and I see the man himself in the chat, so I definitely want to bring this up, is the John Malin cover right here. Absolutely fantastic. Giving a shout out and a tip of the cap to Sam Keith before he passed away, as I know there were some accusations there, but this was happened before he passed away, and a tip of the cap to a former Michigan man in Sam Keith. Did you know that, Sean? He was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, 40 minutes from here.
We learned about that during his passing.
That's right. I didn't even know this. In my entire life, this dude's been living within an hour from where I live. My entire life. And I never knew that until he passed away. That's crazy. But definitely want to check this out. John Malin is leading all covers right now. What covers sold? I don't know exactly the number, but I know that he is in the lead. That's leading over Brett Booth, leading over my cover, leading over Oliver Isabedra's cover, and leading over Ethan Van Sciver's cover as well. All these covers are fantastic. Go back them all. But this is the one right there. This is the bragging rights right there. This is what's going to give John the bragging rights for years, to say that he slaughtered all the competition and put everybody to shame. Let's take a look at the trailer real quick. Yes, this is true. This is true. For we struggle not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6:12. Go check it out, everybody. It is live on Indiegogo now and Superior Comics or SuperiorPressComics.com. Check it out. Thank you. Yeah, I thought the music was good. That's how you do a trailer, everybody. I just want to put it out there. I want to throw the dick down on the table. Right there. There it goes. That's how you do it. There, that's it right there. Tops. Holy Vinnie Paul drums. Malin will be playing for a Messi tonight. I repeat. Okay, well, go Malin. You win those. You kick that into the. You do whatever you're doing. I don't know. Boob Jesters in the house. Biblical proportions. That's right. That's right. Everything plays into everything. My comics are a wrap of everything that I love, including conspiracies, biblical conspiracies, pop culture. You're going to find it in this book. It's basically a brain dump of everything that I've been influenced over my entire life being put into this comic book. I think it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. Don't miss out on it. All right, Kayla. Which one did you want me to bring up that you really wanted? Because I don't know if we can get to both of them, but which one did you really want me to bring up? You're muted. Come on, rookie mistake.
The Token trailer.
Sorry. I fucking hit the wrong button. I'm just here in my pajamas chilling now.
All right, hold on a second. You
The
dropped.
token. Yeah.
Okay, there it is. I got it.
It's I think it's I love this trailer because it makes me think of Marvel versus fucking Capcom.
Oh, okay. Well, you sent me to a website. Hold on a second.
Oh wait, sorry. I sent you to the website an article on it. So it's the YouTube Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
All right, let me just go to
trailer.
YouTube and I'll bring it up. I'll just go to YouTube and bring
But
it up.
if you have a PlayStation, guys, they have individual trailers for all of the teams.
So explain what this is. So I'm assuming this is quite a bit different than Rivals, because we were just talking about Rivals on Hard Art last night. That seems to be getting a lot of play.
I don't know nothing about Marvel Rivals. It didn't look like it was my thing to play. But this game, pretty much, it's a 4-on-4 kind of gameplay. It can support up to 2 players on it, and there'll be online play. Of course, it's optional. But pretty much it's kind of like Marvel versus Capcom. And that's why I'm all about it.
Okay,
So
let me.
you never played Marvel versus Capcom
here.
or Marvel versus Capcom 2, which was my favorite because I would kick ass with Jean Grey and then go Dark Phoenix. Like, you'd think I died, and then I'd be Dark Phoenix and I'd fucking annihilate you in that game. So.
There's a lot of trailers here. I'm just going to pick one of them. So hopefully this is the one.
The main one that I sent on YouTube, that's like the main trailer. They must have dropped all the team ones.
You didn't send them though. The article went to the website.
Above the article, there's a YouTube thing. I can see it in my chat.
Damn it, woman! Why don't you just say that?
Will, it's there.
It would have been so much easier. I actually went to YouTube. I spent time going to YouTube and typing that in, and she could have said it was the link right above it.
It's the YouTube link. The YouTube one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Here it is. This shit looks awesome. All right. I'm excited.
Let's check this out. Here we go, chat. Let's go. This is Marvel Token Fighting Souls.
Oh. You're a waste, Magneto. Logan. Can we not refrain from this mutant versus mutant violence? Time to fight. Join me in my brotherhood.
I've got the counteroffer. How about you get stuck?
Oh, shit.
Activating anti-Omega protocol.
We're just getting started. Let's kick it into high gear.
We got 2 of them.
I'm not gonna lie, I just came a little.
Entertainment. This is entertainment.
Here we go. Oh yeah! You're not getting away. Leave the rest to me. By the goddess.
You have a team.
What is this shit? What is happening here?
That's just like a little chibi thing in between. Who cares?
I was on. Okay.
They have magic with their fucking soul sword. I'm gonna fucking kick so much ass. I'm gonna.
I was good. I was good.
I
was good. I was excited until this. All right, let's get through this. Get back to the cool stuff.
A little thing. That's like a lobby.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
But it doesn't mean you're ready for the competition. Welcome to the danger room.
This is only the beginning.
Our time is now.
Impossible.
Who's ready for a web slinging smackdown? That must have hurt. Yeah! Woohoo! Oh no.
Are we in space?
You need a sparring partner. But I do need a team, and fast.
I can do this. I swear. This is gonna be fun.
To fight is to live. Only the best in my tournament.
That looks pretty good. It
And
does.
then obviously they're gonna have more characters that unlock probably behind a fucking paywall because these systems fucking love doing that to you now. They did it with Mortal Kombat. They do it with all the fighting games. But I'm amped up. It literally makes me throw back to Marvel vs. Capcom days. And I love Marvel vs. Capcom. And Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, it did give me that old school feel for sure. I definitely like that. Speaking of video games, I got another video game here that this is the first time I've seen this trailer. This just came out 10 hours ago or so.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of this too.
I'm gonna play. Oh yeah, we know that. I'm probably not gonna play any of these games because I'm just not a gamer. But it looks cool. Here we go. Wolverine. Is it muted? Yep. Idiot. $19 ago.
I've lived long enough. It's all started to blur together.
Shoot him in the dick!
Every fight. Every death. Trying to hold on. I can feel it slipping away.
How hard is it to hold on to this picture? You know, just put it in your back pocket. He's lost this thing 4 times now, Logan. You're not the best at what you do with keeping pictures in your hands. Okay, here we go. Now he's letting the picture burn. Oh, the ugly Gene.
Who's that dude with him?
I'm fucking.
That's what I'm saying. He's with a dude. He's with a dude in this picture. What the hell's going on here, Kayla? Explain.
Insomniac Studios fucked up. I mean, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, that's what they're the most famous for. And then they did the Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales thing. And but what else did they do? Sunset Overdrive, I think, and what was it? Resistance Fall Man. And they did Spyro. Insomniac did Spyro. That was like my generation. But you're just making all the fucking women ugly in these.
It's very disappointing.
Why is Jean Grey so fucking homely? She's Jean Grey.
Listen, if you're going to carry around a picture of a chick that you were pining over all these years, she better be a drop-dead, gorgeous knockout, not this butch-looking, manly, red-headed, soulless person in this picture right here. And then look at the picture that Logan's at. He's just like all cheesing and stuff. He's like, yeah, this chick's got a dick. That's what he's thinking right now.
He looks more feminine than she does.
He does. Look at that.
Like, look at his eyes and everything. And, I mean, yeah, they put some lines on his face and gave him a beard and everything. But, I mean, I don't know why they refuse to just make women look attractive in these games. I don't want to see Jean Grey be ugly because she's not ugly.
As Cher's kid.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. No, it's, they don't want the male gaze. Not the gaze.
It's very I will say it's very odd considering, like, I know a lot of gay men and they're not going to want to play with no ugly ass woman either. The gay men are going to want a beautiful woman in the fucking game. Yeah. I'm just saying. So
they want to play with a butthole, you know, like that's what they want to play with. Yeah. All right, let's finish out this trailer.
When that's gone, there won't be anything left except rage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking put that on when I have a bad day and just fucking slice and dice some motherfuckers.
Lick my kitty.
Yeah. it looks pretty decent. Your girlfriend isn't funny, or is she? Need a job, baby? Oh yeah, she does look like unfortunately. No, that was that's pretty good. This is, we're gonna save this other video till next week. That's a long one. The conversations we were having went a little bit farther than I thought we were going to. Okay, we'll save that for next week too as well. That one next week. Okay, I gotta bring this up. They've been taking this down. They've been taking this down a lot. And so I'm glad I found this one because I had a completely different video popped up, and whoever's making the Odyssey has been bringing this stuff down. But we looked a little bit on Hard Art. Now, this is the only one I could find. Like, this is a parody up here, but this is actually...
They put the Michael Bay soundtrack with it. I'm going to laugh.
Yeah,
For what I've done, I'll fucking die.
All right, we'll do... I don't even think it has sound. I don't even think it... Yeah, no sound. This is what I wanted to... There was a longer scene with this Elliot Page. Is this character is... They've been really hyping this character, at least these leaked footage. We were talking about this on Hard Art last night. How are we supposed to take this serious? Look at this. What is up with this run? I wish I had a better footage of this, but this is all I have is just a little bit of... And this character apparently just gets impaled. This is what the character's for. Setting up the... setting up the Trojan horse. But have you guys seen any of these? These have been pulled down here pretty quickly. So this might be... All right. This is my worry about this movie. I was extremely excited about this movie. I love period piece movies. I love The Odyssey, the made-for-TV movie or miniseries in the 90s that came out with... I can't remember the dude's name that played Odysseus. I was extremely excited when I heard this movie was being made. Everything I've seen...
Is that who
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Was in it?
Yep.
Okay.
That one was good.
Oh,
it was
okay.
really good. It was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that.
But everything I've seen from this movie is just like, it's insane. Now the bottom is actual footage from the movie. The top is just parody stuff. But this bottom is actually footage of her running, and it's like, come on, Nolan, have your actors act like what is this? What is that run? Like, that is just Shane brought this up last night, and I was laughing my ass off that this is... Oh, I'm just... I don't know. And now we know exactly what's going to happen to the character. She gets killed right off the bat. It's the I'm not a girl. Yeah.
The truest
shout out Rich Ware.
adaptation of the Odyssey was actually like Wishbone, the fucking dog. Like, I'm dead serious.
Wait, what? Wishbone.
When I was a kid, Wishbone did an adaptation of the Odyssey. The dog.
Oh.
The Jack Russell Terrier. The dog. You know, what's the story?
I still have no
Wishbone?
idea what this character is.
Well, it's a dog. It's a Jack Russell Terrier, and he read books to kids, and he jumped inside the books, and he would act out the whole story. They had a real Jack Russell Terrier in costumes. He did like Robin Hood, Frankenstein, like all this stuff. I mean, it's actually one of the reasons why I became like an avid reader so young, because I grew up in the Wishbone generation. You know, I'd Reading Rainbow, Wishbone, all that shit back when they encouraged people to fucking read. You know. But Wishbone did an adaptation of the Odyssey, and it really is not that fucking bad. Like, it's probably truer than most fucking things of
That's how men run. Sean's like, what are you talking about? That's how men run. Yeah, I guess that's true. Shoot an arrow through 7 axe heads and shit. Exactly. Jack Russells are one of the most hyper obnoxious breeds. They're crazy. I had a rat terrier once. Is that close to similar? I'm reading 6 novels right now and writing 2. Oh, shit.
You sound like me.
Yeah, actually you do. What's odd about this, there is supposedly, well, I guess on Rotten Tomatoes, the Odyssey has a 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes with the tomato meter. Now, I don't know if that's with critics or whatever. I'm assuming it's probably just critics. And this is what I was trying to bring up. I think Hollywood is not going to let this movie fail. Now, box office might not be impressive, but I think this movie is going to get all the awards. They're going to nominate it for everything that can be nominated. You're going to see all of the DEI actors winning awards for this movie. This movie is going to be heralded like it's a gigantic movie this year, even if the box office isn't good, because Hollywood is not going to let this thing fail. What do you guys think of that take?
I like it. I'm with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say, fuck Rotten Tomatoes, because they're rating House of the Dragon like episodes 8, 9,
Always comes
10.
about the House of Dragon.
No, because they can't be trusted, because the show is shit. So just judging off of that show and seeing that they're giving it they're giving this movie a similar rating as what they're rating that show. I don't think they know what the fuck they're doing. I don't trust any of their ratings.
I mean, I've never trusted Rotten
Brain dead
Tomatoes.
people? Who is rating?
No, I mean,
this
Rotten
shit?
Tomatoes, I've never trusted them anyway. I mean, you got the audience score that can speak for whatever, but you can still review bomb these sites. But I look at the critic score and what do critics think of this movie when it comes to box checking. This movie was specifically made to check boxes. I don't care what Christopher Nolan says. And I guarantee you that this movie is going to not be allowed to fail by Hollywood. And you're going to see how great this movie is. All over the place, even if the box office isn't that great. And I feel like the box office might be decent, but I'm just telling you, get ready for the next couple months of people just, overly praising this movie for being amazing. I feel like that's what they're going to do.
They do. I will say there's a lot of bullshit YouTube streamers, and I see it with certain things. There are bullshit YouTube streamers that definitely are being paid or because they want the popularity or they want to be invited to these Hollywood events, lying their ass off about, I haven't seen this shit. I have no interest in seeing this shit. I'll watch it when it's on HBO because I pay for HBO. So when it comes to my house, it's fucking free. I'm not paying $50 to sit in a movie theater to see this because nothing I've seen so far looks good to me. So I'm not going to.
John is going to go see this movie for us, and he's going to let us know what's going on. So John's doing the Lord's work by going out. Yeah, John Malin's going to go see this in IMAX. So he's going to let us know exactly how it is. I'm going to wait till streaming. I can't spend the money to go see this, especially after how excited I was about this movie and how much I was defending this movie against before all this other stuff dropped about this movie. With the DEI stuff, there was all the backlash again of the costumes and all this kind of stuff. And at that point, I was just like, I don't care, guys. It's a movie. They can take some liberties here or there. But they took way too many liberties with this movie. And now I'm just no longer excited about this whatsoever. I might not even watch this movie, to be honest with you, even when it gets to streaming. It's going to have to be one of those days where I'm bored and me and my wife are trying to find something to watch, and we're doing like 40 minutes of doom scrolling through all the different apps, the streaming apps, to find something. And it's like, you know what, fuck it, let's just watch The Odyssey. That's what it's going to be like.
I mean, you know what my issue is? Woden shot. Please don't get me going on that.
Yeah, you don't want to get that rant going.
You know what my issue is, and actually kind of does tie to House of the Dragon. What is wrong with these people saying that they're doing a faithful and a loyal and a true adaptation to a property, and they're not? Once again, lying. Stop fucking lying, because it's not.
Here's the thing, though, Kayla. Just judging
by the cast, you can't say it's faithful and a loyal adaptation. Just judging by who you have put in places in the cast.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. The reason why they can get away with it with this, and I know you got other things to talk about. And we'll cover that next week because we're getting close to the end of the show here.
I don't think I'll get into
because that's going to be a good topic. I want to get into that topic, but with this show or with this movie specifically, they are doing a very good adaptation to their source material because what they are adapting is not the original Odyssey by Homer. It's the feminist version of the Odyssey is what they are adapting. So they, as far as I know, and I haven't read that book.
Is there a feminist version of the Odyssey? I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah.
Because the Odyssey that I have in my house, right?
Yeah, no, they're not going. They're not doing the classic. They're not doing the classic Odyssey. They are adapting a feminist version of the Odyssey, which is why they have probably all of this representation. And in that aspect, they can sit there and be like, we are doing a good adaptation of the source material because it's not Homer's the Odyssey that they are adapting or anything like that. Like this is legitimately.
I'm not one for burning books, but that sounds like a book that needs to
burn
be
it.
burnt. I'm just
Sean Martin says
I'm a feminist. I need to look into this. The feminist translation of this is an actual thing.
I don't know what it's called. I'd have to look it up.
Translation of the Odyssey. Hold on. Emily Wilson's 2017. Shedding derogatory terms. Previous male translators often inserted highly misogynistic, judgmental words like sluts or whores. So do women. Am I a misogynist?
Sluts.
I know more women that call women sluts or whores. Who is this bitch? Exposing slavery,
Feminist.
equalizing authority, meter and speed. Written in iambic pentameter, the translation matches Homer's line-by-line link to create a readable, rapid, and fiercely clear narrative. What the fuck is this classist?
Told
this
you.
is a classist woman. What the fuck? This is real? Someone should burn this.
I'm telling you.
That
I
should
told
be
you, like, this
banned
is.
and burned.
Once they came out with it, that's what it is. Michelle Martin says, "Are you saying Helen of Troy is in this movie is not worth starting a conflict?" Oh, hell no! Have you seen the actress?
I mean, I think that
Helen was supposed to be
beautiful, but not Helen of Troy.
What?
Beautiful.
I don't think she's attractive at all. The chick that's playing Helen of Troy in this movie, the
On
black
the red
chick from
carpet, she always looks great and everything.
yeah.
I mean,
She looks like Emmett Otter's mother.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think there's beauty in different things. You know, do I think that she's like beautiful? I would want to look like her. No.
Well, we've already determined that our version of beautiful and your version of beautiful are two different things.
Yeah.
Because we look at what guys
Sean would
like, and
agree
you
that
look
Eva
at.
Mendes looks good.
I mean, we can
I
agree
don't
on
think
some
any,
things.
Any man with a working dick would not say Eva Mendes doesn't look
Or
good.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, no.
women that I
You're
think
missing
are
the
most
point.
beautiful.
We can all agree on the obvious. But you judge women way differently. See, we like to judge women for their bodies, how they're supposed to be
not their
judged.
minds.
Not their minds or their hair. Like specifically tits and ass. Let's go old school with it.
Well,
Like
that actress definitely doesn't have good hair. I will say her hair.
She has no hair.
So.
She's no hair, no tits, no ass. It's kind of
I like
yeah. All right, one last thing. We're gonna cover this because I did see this, and we're gonna get out of here after this is all said and done. Andy Serkis is doing the Hunt for Gollum movie. He's directing the Hunt for Gollum movie. Obviously, he was also Gollum in the original Lord of the Rings and in the Hobbit series. He was talking about a little bit about diversity, or lack of, or a need for, or no needs for in the Lord of the Rings. And I can't. You'll have to tell me exactly what he's saying here, because I'm a little confused if he's for it, against, or if he's walking the line here. Here we go.
Tolkien himself was influenced a lot by Norse mythology. There's a lot of kind of that feeling. The Shire feels very, very much like a very white. They're not very concerned about what goes on beyond the borders of the Shire, but they know they don't want people coming in. Yes, there have been criticisms. This particular film is somewhat acknowledging that. I don't think we're doing we will be doing a politically correct, somehow just casting for the sake of casting and ticking boxes version of the film. So it's where relevant, basically.
So it seems to me like he's acknowledging that they are going to be remedying a little bit of the lack of diversity within the movie, but then again, on the same way, sitting on the fence a little bit by saying like it's not going to be politically correct or they're not going to be checking boxes. Like, these people are aware right now of the backlash of the DEI stuff in movies, and I think they're trying their best to walk that fine line. Not like the Odyssey, where Nolan just jumps right into the deep end. I think I'm a little disappointed, but I think the Hunt for Gollum is going to have elements of this stuff, DEI, box checking in there, but not enough for them to really tout it. I mean, what did you get out of this, guys?
I think he's being politically correct when he's speaking.
Absolutely.
He's trying to word things in a way that it sounds professional and it won't offend people, which people are going to get offended no matter what. He is stating truth that Tolkien's work was based on Norse mythology. And
he was making a European mythology too.
Everything was based on, his life and what he was around, and it is what it is what it is. That's why the characters are the way that they are. I mean, this story in general, it's not a standalone book. There is no book that's in canon that's like a hunt for Gollum. It's not a thing.
Right.
I mean, pretty much I think this is pretty much like what you could consider some kind of detailed backstory that would be in like one of the appendices of Lord of the Rings, like what is it, Annals and Kings and Rulers, Tales of Years, things like that. They're probably putting together. What is it? Appendix
Right.
A? I can't remember right now off the top of my head. I've read so much shit. But yeah, I mean, or maybe it's like the Hunt for the Ring collection, like the Unfinished Tales of Numenor and Middle Earth. So I'm not quite sure, but I think if he's trying to say that they are not casting, he might. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say actually, because it could.
He's
go
walking
either
too much of a
way.
fine. Yeah, he's walking too much of a middle line right there. I think trying to appease. Yeah, I think that's the wrong way to go. Too, I would have just said nothing about it. To be honest with you, I'd just been like, "This is the movie we're making." Sleeping Psychopathy. Sleeping says, "I need Helen of Troy to be the most beautiful woman in the world at a glance, with a face that can launch 1,000 ships." Agreed. Rich Ware says Stephen Colbert is writing it with his son, which is why he's saying it's not woke, but it's shit. Would be a better Alfred with better writers. Oh yeah, I forgot he played Alfred. And a real Batman. He's being PC. I agree. No Hugo Weaving, no Viggo Mortensen, etc.
Well, Viggo Mortensen didn't want the role. He stepped away.
He's kind of old too, though.
He said he was too old, and the guy that's playing, the guy that's going to play Aragorn, what is it, Jamie Dornan? I saw a picture, and he looked really fucking hot. I was all about it. So.
Well, I was not going to say he looked hot,
like,
but he looks
like
the
he had
part.
the long
He looks the
hair.
part.
He kind of looked like Viggo. So, I mean, you don't need... Listen, I get to hear about the hot women all the time. You know, I will agree with women that are hot or whatever. You don't need to agree that he's hot because that's gay. But I think he's hot. And I'm all about seeing a hot man that's fucking ripped and playing Aragorn with a sword and getting into
You're
some
sounding
fight.
a little gay on my end, Kayla.
So...
Yeah. Rich Ware says Tolkien's work was built on Norse and Saxon and German. I think it's there should be a lot of white people in it. I'm just saying, you know.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Kayla being gay.
Okay, back to that.
I guess I would be gay because I like men.
Wait.
So are you referring that you want me to be a lesbian? That's
You like men? That's gay.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm getting tired and loopy. Oh God, I can't even go on the Silmarillion and the abomination they're doing on Amazon because they don't have the rights to do it.
Well, here's the thing. They're messing up Lord of the Rings on Amazon. I just don't want them to mess it up in this movie. I like Andy Serkis as a director, as an actor, as a character actor. I think that when I heard that he was going to be doing this movie, I was like, okay, I think the series is in good hands because he came from the original 6 or the original trilogy and then the sequel trilogy or prequel trilogy. I think he could do a really good job. I hear something like this and I start to think to myself, like, I just wonder, is this something now we have to worry about, that this movie is going to be something I'm going to anticipate because I love the Lord of the Rings world, and now I got to worry about it being possibly woke washed, you know, or just enough to the point where they can say we did it, but I don't know. It that made me worry. It wasn't what I wanted to hear out of the director of the movie. White people make things better. That's true. You know, what argument is happening? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out with Andy Serkis. I don't know exactly what he's saying. He was not very definitive, very, very politically correct there. Oz says he just sounds like a pussy. Just say it. Say it will be faithful adaptation and actors based on merit, not DEI. Well, that would be the dream. That would be the dream.
I think more people should do that. I don't know why.
In everything.
In the world where people
in a world
can't freely express themselves or speak honestly. If you're saying you're doing a faithful adaptation, then you're doing a faithful adaptation, and it is what it is. If you don't like it, then I don't know. I guess you don't like what the source material is. So don't say you like the source material if you want to fucking change it.
Yeah. There we go. And that would be a subject for another night. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. This was the Grift episode 5. Join us next Thursday at 10:30 as we dive into more topics like this and see what pops up. Maybe we should be back on stream because right now I'm half naked, can't be on camera. I mean, I could, but then all the women out there would instantly get pregnant, and that's just not something I want to deal with. I got enough kids, and we'll just leave it at that. Sunday, 10:30, the Ronan Joe Show will be streaming. Jump on there. I think we've got Patrick Quinlan coming on as a guest. Sean's going to be jumping on as well. I believe Zach, Maurice, not Black Zach. Yeah, will be on with us as he's been the last few streams as well. There are no more CG Kings. There is no more drawing show. So I guess my Mondays are going to be free for a second, which means I can spend more time drawing Reaper Destroyer, which will be not a complaint there. So I'm not sure what's going on with that show, but Ethan ended the show after the Monday show, and I think there's going to be a replacement at some point. Stay tuned to that, whatever Ethan wants to do. I'm sure it will be fun. But for right now, Hard Art is the place to be on Wednesdays from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m., either on John Malin's channel or Shane Davis's channel. Very fun show. I'm one of the co-hosts on that show. Very fun time. Join me there. And, go back, Reaper Destroyer. I did see we picked up a backer, so we are one backer closer, one more amount closer to that 10K goal that we are trying to get to. So shout out to whoever backed tonight. I appreciate you very much. Until then, Kayla, you doing anything you want to give a shout out to before we get out of here?
Am I doing next
Anything
week?
coming
I
up?
think I'll have something to announce.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
have something to show and announce.
Oh.
That may be up for grabs. Well, some of them will be up for grabs. Other than that, I'm just working my 3 jobs in the middle of Comic-Con prep and doing whatever I need to do for you and whoever else I'm working with at the time. So you, Sean, Zach, yeah, all you wonderful guys. I love you all.
Well, we love you too. We love you too. And we also love the chat. Thank you for coming out tonight, chat. As always, you guys have been a banger. Whether you're watching on the vertical or the horizontal, we appreciate you spending your time here. Remember to hit the like button, comment afterwards. I love engaging with anybody in the comments below when this show is gone from live to rewatchable. Everything helps the algorithm. Consider becoming a member of the channel, subscribe to the channel, do all those fun things. Back Reaper Destroyer 2 on Indiegogo or SuperiorPressComics.com. Man, say that 10 times fast. A lot of things to say there. Until then, everybody, I'm going to close this off like I always do with words of wisdom and great love. Be good to each other. Take care of one another. And when you're sitting down in bed tonight, and if you close your eyes and your hand slips down your pants and you start diddling yourself,
Oh my God.
picture me naked. Talk to y'all later. Peace.